We've got an interesting one for you tonight. It's fish in coconut sauce. It's all steamed inside some banana leaf sort of basket. It's worth the trouble. It's a little bit intricate to do, but we've got clear instructions coming up. So get ready for it. It's special.
Hi, today I'm going to cook Thai dish. It was Hor Mok Pla kapong. It was the fish with the chili paste mixed with the coconut.
Right, and it's a little bit complex to do, but the outcome is quite unusual, quite unique, and very tasty. First of all, you will need a steamer to go on your gas cooker. Now, the ingredients: 1 medium-sized Chinese cabbage, which you wash and separate the leaves off. The stalk will be removed, and the leaves will be used in the base of the gratin, which is the sort of little basket that this delicious mixture goes in. Then you need a very good helping Thai basil by Hor Mok Pla. And there's a good handful there. You can see from the size of the eggs, a good thick handful of basil. 2 eggs, one of these large chilies that is not spicy, but has flavor. I don't know what it's called, but it's a chili. Right, and a teaspoon of the famous Knorr chicken stock powder. And then there we've got 2 double large leaves of the kaffir lime tree, 2 large ones. The fish, there's 450 grams of pla kapong there. Any white fish will do, as long as it's got good taste. And then you've got 2 teaspoonfuls of fish sauce there in the little shot glass. Then we've got 50 grams of prikyang pet, which is red chili paste, fresh from the market, and 400 milliliters of coconut milk, separate from another 100 milliliters of coconut milk, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, and then you need some banana leaves or something which you can use to tie this delicious mixture together. You can probably use foil, which you can shape it, but if you're in Thailand or in a warm country, I'm sure you can get a banana leaf. You take your banana leaf and you want to cut circles that are about 5 inches across, and what you do to soften them is you take 1 or 2 and heat them over a gas ring. You can see that they go limp. Then pop it on a plate. You see as it goes over the gas, it softens it. And then those are ready to be made into the little baskets. So you put 2 together and then fold them together and use a stapler to do this all the way. Then you go to the opposite side, fold it, pleat it, and staple it. And then you go, you see it's beginning to get sort of boat shaped. So you do these in quarters. So now you do the, as it were, the 3 o'clock one, pleat it and staple. And then opposite that, you do the next one with a pleat. The pleats are probably about 1 inch across, maybe less. And there you've got your little basket, which will hold the dish. Okay. Now, so that's that stage of the preparation. The next thing is to remove the stalk from the cabbage leaves and pop it into the boiling, the water that is going to boil, like so. Pop it into the water over there, and do that for the rest of the cabbage leaves. The cabbage is all done and goes in there and cooks until it's soft. Meanwhile, things preparing the Thai basil. Just clip off the leaves from the stalks. So you just get a collection of basil leaves. And slice the chili down the middle, or as near as damn it. Scrape out the pips inside, the seeds inside, and any extraneous sort of stringishness inside. Whip those out. Those are all going to go to that goes in the bin, that bit. And then you chop it up into very thin strips. Like so, until the whole thing's in little shreds. There we go. So there's the shredded chili and the basil, the kaffir lime leaves have been chopped up, as we often do, into very thin strips. So that's that. And now we're going to prepare the topping, which is the corn flour and the 100 ml of coconut milk, which go into a saucepan, mixed together, and that's just mixed around. While Ting's mixing that, you'll see that the steamer is ready. The gas is on, the water's boiling, the steam is coming through the perforations. We now heat the mixture of corn flour and coconut milk. You heat it up. In the meantime, what I haven't shown you is that the cabbage, after about 5 minutes of boiling, has been removed from the pan. There it is, it's nice and soft now. That goes as a base in the little parcel that we're making. Make sure it's well drained. Back here we have a paste of corn flour and coconut milk, and that just gets put to one side until we're ready in a minute. Okay, now you can see we've got some croutons ready, the little dishes of banana leaves already there. But the next stage is the fish, which has been skinned and sliced, chopped, or just cut into smallish pieces, is about to be prepared. So the first thing is the chili paste. Add that to put it in the pot, and add the coconut milk. And with a whisk, you need to mix this together so that the chili paste is mixed well into the coconut milk. And you beat it around with the whisk to make sure that it is absolutely fully melded together in a lovely, not spicy, mildly spicy mixture. You then pour in the fish sauce, the nam pla, and add the Knorr chicken stock powder and pop that in. Ha! Once that's ready, then the eggs go in. You crack the egg, badoing, into the mixture and whisk it around. And there is, of course, another egg. The bigger the eggs, the better. Badoing. That one's in there too. And the whisking continues. So you're getting a rather nice mixture there. Coconut milk, curry paste and egg. Looking good. So once you're happy with that, then the next thing to go in is the fish off the lovely blue plastic plate of which I am so fond. There it is. In goes the fish, or the pieces of fish, I should say. And they all get scooped and swirled around because this is what's going to go into your little parcel to make the hor mok. So there they are. Those are ready. So now you lay out the one by one. You put a dollop of cabbage into the base of one of your banana potettes. You have to guess roughly how many pots you're going to be able to fill to make sure that there's enough cabbage to go in each one. This is done by eye and by experience. Right, the basil goes in the base of some as well. I think there's a variation here. Some people aren't so keen on a strong flavour of basil. So some are made with basil and some are made with cabbage. I don't think they're mixed. Are they mixed, darling, ever? It's either basil or cabbage, is it? Can be either.
Yeah.
Yeah? It can be either.
Yeah.
So, there we are. The basil's gone into 4 of the pots, and the cabbage has gone into 4 of the pots. Now, how's that for equality? 4 of each, and you clear up the rest of the place, and then spoon the fish into the pot. There we are. So you're doing a spoon with, so you've got meat that is covered by the coconut milk and chili paste mixture. There you are. See, some chunks of meat, couple of ladles worth chunks of meat, and then a good covering of the oh god, they're so good, these. A good covering of the coconut mixture. And here comes a cabbage one. And you do these until they're all ready. Right, so it turns out that the amount of fish we had and the amount of coconut milk mixture we had has filled 6 of those little doobies. And look at that, all looking rather good. So now the steamer, you check to see that's okay. And take the lid off because free access, and then you pop them in. And there's the last one, fits perfectly. And on goes the lid. Okay, it's been steaming for 20 minutes and it's beginning to set. It's pretty much set, and you can see the fish is cooked. So now we add a dollop of the corn flour and coconut milk paste. A bit goes on, which we took out of the saucepan, and we've got that. And you put about a teaspoon's worth in the middle of each of the hor mok. And maybe add a bit more. If you feel some of the bigger ones need a bit more, you add a bit more. That one at the back's looking, yep. So there we go, that's that. And then the shredded kaffir leaves. There's a sprinkle on each one. The steamer is still on, by the way. You sprinkle each one. And a little bit of the chili as well. Not much. It's a garnishing, and great as part of one of the mouthfuls. That goes on there. And once this is done, the lid goes back on for about another 5 minutes or so. Right, that 5 minutes has gone. So now they're ready, as you can see on the top. Ooh, and they look good. So now they get decanted onto a plate. Nice aroma coming off as well, a mixture of coconut and chili paste and the baimakrut, the kaffir leaves are smelling good as well. So they come out like so until they're all ready on a plate together. And there is the final result. The 6 hor mok sitting on a plate waiting to be consumed. And I can't wait. Please enjoy.